Motivation is hard, especially when you've got only yourself and your big goals. And especially when you sometimes experience burnout, it can be such a major event for you. And I've had to cross this bridge multiple times, and from the top of my head, I remember doing very simple things to start feeling motivated again without feeling overwhelmed. Here are the very simple things I do at the start of my day or any time of my day in order to feel or stay motivated. The first I do each and every morning is to make my bed. I know you're going to wish to close this video and go and sit somewhere because this is something you've heard multiple times. But disclaimer, I am not sharing tips that I'm forcing on you that I think should work all the time or should work no matter what. But out of the multiple list of things I have tried on this earth, these are the things that worked for me, and I'm sharing them in case that if you try them or you try them in the way that I'm talking about, it might work for you without thinking too much about it. So in the morning or anytime I wake up, I make my bed. I have a very small space in my house because I live with my family, and so whenever that place is very cluttered, and it's the same space in which I film in, so imagine that that space is cluttered all the time, I feel very demotivated to do anything. I've seen videos where people talk about making their bed because it makes it look too good for them to go back to bed, but that's not the case for me. I feel like when my space is very cluttered, and starting with my bed that I'm getting up from, it feels very overwhelming for me to move on with my day and get things running smoothly. So the first thing I do when I get out of bed is to clean that space and to lay my bed nicely, and then I move on to other things around me as well. It doesn't just end there, and that is my first step to clearing my mind in order to make space for the things that I have to do in the day. The next thing is to break workload into little chunks. So if you have noticed, I have a board up here where I write down a few things that I have to do in my day. So it's like a simple to-do list. Sometimes I do that on a stick note and then I stick it on there. The first thing I do is to do a brain dump. I just dump everything I have to do in my day. Okay, today is Wednesday, and today on Wednesday I have to maybe do my workout, take my medication, or go to the hospital, or run some errands. I just pour everything out there on that paper. Now, the most thing I don't ever do again is to make sure that I do these things in a systematic way. That is one thing that puts me off, because it feels like you have to do things in a certain manner where everything feels like okay, if you can't get this one done, then you can't get the other one done, and maybe the one that you have to do before is a very simple task, or the one that you have to do after is a very simple task. Like, it gets mixed up. Do you understand? So what I do is I lay everything on paper, and when these things can be spread out through the day without any pressure, I just let them be. But if they are very important things, maybe for work that I need to like do beforehand, I try to do them because there's a deadline. Like, it's work, and if you don't get that deadline met, there might be consequences. So in that case, it's not like you need motivation to do that. It's like an obligation. It's a choice, like something that you really need to do. And sometimes that helps because when you get that out of the day, now you can use the little motivation or the rest of the motivation you have to get the other things done. And again, it doesn't have to be systematic. It doesn't have to be in a certain pattern. It doesn't have to be with a timer. So long as you're doing all these things within your day, and even if you're not able to get everything done in your day and you can push some things to the next day, that is absolutely fine. Third thing is I play background music whenever I am doing my simple task. I have spoken about this in the previous video, and yes, I do that. So I have another device where I can use to play music, and I play music in the background whilst editing or whilst eating or whilst doing something. Whenever I am doing other chores like cleaning my room, I listen to a podcast, I watch a video, or I watch a video that I don't have to like sit behind and take a pen and paper and like write. Mostly productivity vlogs. It's like very simple to like get your day a little flowy, or mostly I do some entertainment news or some very informative podcasts to like set the ball rolling. From the moment I start laying my bed, I do that. And I have tailored the music in a certain way. Like if I need to get something really done, I play like classical dramatic music, and it has been working for me so far. Like when I play classical dramatic music, it's like you need to get things done, like get on your grind, and it does help me. And when I need to wind down, some cool and calm on the low music, and it's like it just gets me to relax at that moment. Put up visual reminders, codes, goals, and vision boards. So visual reminders, the very thing that I used to really do are vision boards, but I've seen people stress over vision boards, like literally. And so I don't think that having a visual reminder is all about having a huge board on your wall with plans and goals with pictures pasted on it. It could just be on your phone. I literally do have my vision board on my phones, and it's mostly something as simple as like whatever I am doing. So this vision board is for content creation. I don't know if you all can see it. Maybe I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So it's like content creation vision board. It's quite simple and it's just something easy to look at. And on my other devices as well, like my laptop, I have like a vision board where really I enter my laptop or I open it, the screen shows my goals. So that has also been like a super helpful thing. And because I use my phone and my laptop every day, it's like a very quick motivation for me each and every time I visit those devices. And the very most important part for me is remind yourself the why and talk yourself through the process. I would literally talk myself through the process of doing something when I have no motivation. For example, when I am filming and on that day I probably don't feel too good, or I just simply don't feel motivated to do that, I talk myself through the process. So I start by talking myself out of the first thing that I need to do. Sometimes I need to film my thumbnails before I do the whole video itself. And so it's either I start with talking about filming my thumbnails, or I talk myself through my outfit. So in case I have to use like 3 outfits or 3 clothes to film, I talk about it. I go to my closet and I pick them out. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what we are going with today, and we're going to pair it with this today, and we need something else. We need to do this, we need to do that, and yes, our lights, where are they? We need to pick them. Okay, we place them here. Yes, they are right in position. Like exactly, I do exactly the same thing. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. And I just, if I need something, if I need water to get my day started with my filming or anything, okay, we need water. Yes, water in place. Like I audibly say these things while doing them. I know it may look like you're crazy when you're among people. You're probably around the house, not necessarily where I'm filming. I put earpiece in my ears like I'm making a phone call. This is not being crazy. This is you picking yourself up and trying to motivate yourself however you can. So I put earpiece in my ears and then I walk around and do that and talk myself out of the process. When everything is done, I pat myself and say, you can do this. Like you've done this before, you're already prepared. You just have to set the ball rolling and you can get through this. If you can't do everything, we'll visit it later. I say this out loud to myself, and it has been a game changer and such a motivation. Remember in the beginning when I said you have your big goals and yourself, yeah, you only have yourself to get yourself through those days, hard or not, showing up for yourself each and every time. Remember how building habits that stick comes with baby steps? Yes, same. Fail at being motivated. And the only way nothing will ever work for you is if you stop trying. And that is equal to not achieving anything. That means you don't need to have goals then. But I know it works if you don't stop. Keep trying. You will find the strength to fuel your motivation. And eventually we will all get there. Do you usually have no motivation on the days that you think you should really need that motivation? will help share in the comments. And if you have any more suggestions or anything, please do share in the comments as well. I'd love to hear what you'd want to say, and your words may impact another person's life and add more to what I have said. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.